Hey, you look funny. What kind of shell are you? I am the kind of shell who does not bow to your cultural norms of what a shell should look like. Bleh. Hey strangers, it's Micah here. September 26th or so, the second Tuesday, and it's a good day. Just bought a new bicycle today, had some ice cream, and now I'm making this video. But Becky Louise, in addition to showing her awesome photography, asked about deviating from cultural norms and the value of society in general, in my opinion. It's a good question, something I think about a lot. Here are the top 7 ways that I deviate from the cultural norm in order of how many other people do those things too. So, number 7, I don't have a car. I haven't had one since high school, and I have made a lot of decisions based on not wanting to have a car. I have a lot of reasons for not wanting to own a car. One of them being that it seems crazy to have 1,000 pounds of metal and plastic and rubber to carry around a couple hundred pounds of person. I think there's much better ways to get around. Number 6, I don't have a TV. I'm not interested in having one. Number 5, I'm not currently in a relationship and not actively trying to be in one. Number 4, I'm left-handed. About 10% of us out there. Some say the best 10%. I'll leave it up to you to decide. Number 3, I'm super cautious about technology in general, as you might have noticed from some of the earlier items. This is my phone. I don't really ever want to get anything more complicated than this. This is already a little bit too complicated for me. Not in the sense that I don't know how to use it, but in the sense that I just want a phone to be able to talk to somebody. I don't want the distractions of, being able to look at Facebook or get online on my phone. I think that I just made really conscious decisions about what technology is useful and what is a waste of time. It's useful for me to be able to talk to people that I want to talk to, but that's the extent of it for me. And so I think about that in all aspects of my life. Technology is this thing that sometimes we're inclined to just adopt wholeheartedly, anything that comes our way, but it's a mixed bag to me. It can be good, it can be bad, it needs to be taken with care. That's my opinion. Number 2, I make my own alcoholic beverages, beer, wine, and cider. It's always gurgling somewhere in my house. Number 1, I play the banjo, and ask around. People tell you it's pretty deviant. Not a whole lot of people do that, but it's so much fun. And I guess the theme that I see running through these is I deviate from the norm of what our society tells us we should be, which is generally consumers of technology, of culture, of art, of music. I think that we should be producers and enjoyers of those things, not just passive consumers. And I'm sure that you guys all agree with me since you're making these videos with me and watching them. I'm not an expert at making beer or playing the banjo, but I am proficient at both of those, and I think that that is just as important and something that is worth working towards. Well, my feelings about society in general, it's a big question to get into. I don't think that we could ever escape society. I mean, at its root, it's the binding together of people based on common interests. But I do think our society is very dysfunctional. People are more interested in paying attention to a sport where we pay athletes to knowingly shorten their lives. We're more interested in that than the presidential campaign or the politics that are going to affect the future course of the country. That's crazy to me. But the question that I have, or that I get to, is, is it better to be a reformer or to withdraw from society and try to start something new? I've been been to a lot of eco-villages that try to answer this question in different ways. Groups of people who are making a commitment to live together based on a different set of rules and ideas than society at large. It's always fascinating to talk with people who are making that choice. I don't know what the answer is. I know that we need to be thinking about it, talking about it. So I have the same question for Helen tomorrow. I'm just going to pass it on from Becky Louise. How do you deviate from cultural norms, and what is your opinion of society, as loaded of a question as that might be? Look forward to hearing about it.